Hi, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my hands, hi, I'm Erin of Playing Life with Erin, and I'm so excited you stopped by to check out this video. Thank you for being here, and if you're returning, hey, how have you been? All right, guys, it is Wednesday, I think. I'm pretty certain it's Wednesday. Yes, the 23rd of April. We had a wonderful time in Pennsylvania. I didn't do too much filming or work. I did a couple of things like some editing. I did have some videos that I've already pre-filmed that I've kind of been holding on to because part of my 2025 has kind of evolved into being present and being in the moment, less on my phone, and just, I guess, noticing the little things. I mean, I always notice the little things anyways, but just really noticing those little things and being very truly grateful for them. So that's why I was a little MIA. I wasn't even sure. I had put up a community post over here on YouTube saying that, the schedule's a little different this week. I do have, like I said, I have other pre-filmed videos that I've been kind of holding on to that I will be putting up. So there will still be content, but the regular schedule of like Hobonichi Cousin, Hobonichi Weeks, it's kind of like put on hold just for like the next few days. Only because I'm in between two trips. I don't know if you've heard, but Joe and I are leaving for Texas on Friday. We are going to Little Craft Fest, and I am going to be hosting a workshop in collaboration with Hubman and Chubgirl. I'm so excited. There are still spots available. There are limited spots available. So if you are interested, I will pin the link for the workshop in the comments of this video. And so I'm feeling a little anxious, just like normal type stuff, and then some a little bit not normal, I guess, in the grand like thing of things. I have an extreme phobia of heights, and I tested that. I test foods just make sure I still don't like them. I tested it when we were driving to Pennsylvania. We had to drive over a bridge near Albany, same bridge that we drive over every year. We normally stop at a rest stop and switch, and we missed it this year. We were like talking or whatever, and we completely missed it. And Joe was like, just pull off. I'll drive over the bridge. And I'm like, no, I can do it. And it's a 2-lane bridge. So I'm like thinking I will just ride on the inside lane and I'll be fine. Well, we hit this point of no return. And of course, because it was the day I decided to be brave, and the other side of the bridge that goes, I guess, east was closed. And they had 2 lanes, one running east and one running west on the same side. So we were going west, and this was the side of the bridge. And it's a really high bridge because it's over the Hudson River, I think. And it was so bad. I can't pull over. I have to keep going. The bridge suddenly became like 4 times longer than I ever remembered it being. I had a little bit of a panic attack internally while I drove across the bridge. And then my hand was like, I was shaking like this for about half an hour afterwards, calming down and all that good stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So the fear of heights is still there. So taking off on an airplane is not the best feeling for me. Once I'm up in the air, it's like, I'm too high up to even care, I guess. I don't know. So I'm okay once we get going. And landing is a lot better because the ground is near in a very good way. But so I've got a little bit of anxiousness, and I'm very excited to meet everybody in real life and see you there, and to see people that I have talked with on the internet for, gosh, it's probably been like almost like 3.5 years now or something. It could even be 4. I'm not even sure. I've lost track. But people that I've like formed friendships with like over distance and space and the internet and all that stuff, and I finally get to see them, and I'm so excited to give people hugs in real life and all that good stuff. And I'm very excited. Very excited for the workshop on Sunday. Also a little nervous, just normal nerves, all good. I am a human, and what do I say all the time? I am not a perfect human. So all that good stuff. But yeah, so I thought I would just plan today because planning kind of brings me down to a good safe place, kind of helps me get out some nervous energy and all that good stuff. So I wasn't going to plan this week, but then it kind of feels bad leaving it blank. Also because Saturday is Weston's 13th birthday, guys. Like 13. How and when did I become the mother of a 13-year-old? I don't know. I don't know when that happened, considering I'm still 30. So I don't know how that happened. We're drinking some iced coffee today because it is like, I think it's almost 70 degrees outside, or it will be. It's beautiful. I have my back door open. It's a lovely day. And all that good stuff. And the stuff that's in the news right now, not so lovely, not so fantastic. It's actually very worrisome and all that good stuff. If you know, you know. There's so much of it. But I think that if you've been around here on my channel, you would know the most recent things that are coming out. It's a little concerning. And I've decided that I'm going to think about it and possibly speak on it a little bit more after all the fun of this weekend happens. Because I refuse to let certain things take away my joy. And I need to... we still need to live and all that good stuff and try to find, you know, the silver lining and everything. Can't quite find it, but in this situation. But I feel like I've had a few people reach out to me, especially after what was said, I believe it was last week. And I appreciate those who've reached out. Thank you. And I'm not trying to avoid it necessarily, like in the I'm going to put my head in the sand and avoid it and that kind of situation. But I think right now I'm still processing and I'm trying to figure out how I want to, I guess, address it and talk about it, because it is something that needs to be talked about. It's about what was just said about people who are autistic. I know it's shaking the autistic community to its core, and it is very troublesome. And then the new bit of information that just came out yesterday about a registry. Registries are never good unless it's for a baby shower or a bridal shower, in my opinion, or a wedding. That's a good one too. So yeah, it's a little concerning, but we're going to talk about it after the funness of this weekend, and we'll figure it out. And as a community, because I know there's a lot of people in the community, whether you're a caretaker or an autistic individual, I know that there are a lot of people that are here on this channel and part of this community, and we're going to talk about it because I think it needs to be talked about. But right now, I'm just kind of dealing with one thing at a time. I'm trying. I'm not very good at that. Usually it's everything all at once. And I'm trying really hard to just go with the flow, one thing at a time. So I just want you to know that it's on my mind, it's on my heart. It hits home very much so. Everything has been on my mind and heart. I'm not a person that's like, well, that's not me, because, you know, these things affect all of us. Even if it's indirectly and you can't see it, it will affect all of us at some point. But anyways. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that in there because I know, like I said, I've had a lot of people reach out and ask if I was okay and what's going on and, you know, like with us and how we're feeling and all that good stuff. And I appreciate all of you who've reached out. But we're going to talk about it after all the fun stuff. Okay, so we're going to plan for this week. We got Weston's birthday on Saturday. I'm so excited. I won't be here, but we decided that, so Weston wants his gift from us when we come home. So we will be home on late Sunday night, early Monday morning. So I will pick them up from school on Monday, and then we'll have it all set up with like balloons and things like that. Joe and I will make that happen. But today is Wednesday, so we're going to do a little bit of back planning, and we're going to plan for Little Craft Fest. Okay, so we have... these are the kits, I believe, that will be offered at the workshop. I think there will be, these are for planners, so they're a little bit bigger. There will be Hobonichi size kits too, I believe, which is for an A5 planner. Pretty much any A5 planner that is like with the Temu, a lot of them like Sterling ink and things like that. The Hobonichi Cousin kits should fit fine in those. And if not, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to get them to fit comfortably so you can use any stickers in your planner. Okay. Now, which one do we want to use? I think I've already used some of these I filmed a reel. I don't know how I'm feeling about cozy plants today. guys, you've seen me playing with this kit so many times. I love Perfect Breakfast. I also really love the Vintage Station. I love all these. These are all like my favorite. I think I'm going to hold off on the plant one. Plants and planters, cozy plants and planters. Love it. So cute. And like all the little succulents. I swear that's the only kind of plant I can keep alive because they don't need that much attention. But like I said, I've already kind of used some of those. Not that you can't use them more than once, because you can, but I don't know. I love the mushrooms. They're such my jam. They're so cute. And I've used them in here. And I've used this one. So I think through process of elimination, we're going to go with the Vintage Stationery Planner Kit. I love this one. It's so cute with the raccoons. I love the colors. Got some green and all that stuff. And I think I might have already kind of, yeah. So I already started coordinating my dailies because I think that was my plan anyways. So, all right. For colors, we're going to use Tombow 772 and Tombow 158. And what I'm thinking is I might film a reel showing these kits and then what my best suggestion for Tombow colors are and maybe mild liner. So if you're not following us already over on Instagram, head over there and give us a follow. I'm going to try to get that filmed today and up today or tomorrow as a little guide. So if you will be joining us for the workshop, these are the kits we'll be working with. I'm not sure if there's another one. I can't remember, but I'm pretty certain. I know it's these four. So we will go over some colors. So if you're curious on what markers to take, I will try to give you my opinion, my best guess on what I think would work well with these kits. And what else? I felt like there was something else I was going to say, but now I don't remember. For the workshop itself, you need to bring yourself, and I can't wait to meet you. And Hubman and Chubgirl will be providing the sticker kits for us to use, and I am so excited. I love these; they're so cute. Like I love that. Oh. And bring your favorite planner, bring your favorite markers, pens, things like that. If you have scissors, tweezers, rulers, stuff like that, like our normal planner arsenal, I will say. And yeah, okay, all right, we're gonna plan. So I got my scissors out. I really like this time to plan, but I really like this too. And I feel like because I'm going on a trip, this will work really well. And then we have this one too. So I think I'm going to go with this one. And I will tell you why. Because so this is for a regular planner kit. There will be, like I said, there will be Hobonichi sizes there too, I believe. However, these are just like a little smidge too long for me. They fit in. They're a little wide and they're a little bit long for this top section. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it to make it fit in there. I'd like to have, okay, I have to remember these. I went to Pennsylvania without my tweezers, so I need to put these in my planner pouch so I don't forget them this time too. But like I said to Joe, I'm like, well, if I forget anything, I will definitely be able to find it at one of the vendors. Okay. So there's that. I like to have the little, like the number of the week when I can. I like to have it showing. All right. And I think I want to do something a little bit different than I normally do. Usually I have like my habits, my goals and my hobbies. But I think this week, because it's late in the week to begin with, and it's a little bit different of a week for me, I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently. And I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to have this week. Let me see. I think there's one in here. I think actually it's a to-do. Well, let's see what we've got. We've got so many pages. We've got a to-do list. And then we've got another one here. All right. I think I want to do 2-pack and to-do. And I'm really excited because I can already start checking off some of my to-dos anyways. So let's do a 2-pack and then we'll do, this is going to be a little big. So let's see if we can fit it in here. I'm wondering, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off this guy. And save him. Uh-oh. No. We'll use it somewhere else. But let's do this. here. And I might, if I scooch it over just, oh, that's too much. Are you guys, am I in frame? I'm not even in frame. Hi. I might actually be able to just stick them back on here without covering like the do part. Just to kind of give it, just to squish it in there a little bit better. Okay, I like that. And then I have bullets, I think, on here that I want to use. Yes, okay. My to-do list is going to be really long. Important or 2-pack. Let's do, I think I have enough. I'm trying to figure out. There's so many things I have to remember. So I'm not just packing up myself, which I'm pretty much ready to go in a sense. Like I have all like travel size toiletries. I actually like double checked because I haven't been on an airplane for 14 years since my honeymoon. That was the last airplane ride that I went on because, you know, kids and life and all that. So it's been a hot minute since I've been on a plane, but I've never carried, like I've never taken a carry-on like suitcase on with me. Like obviously I've taken like my backpack or purse or whatever, but I've never actually taken an actual like suitcase for carry-on. So I've been like, and I'm a rule follower. If you're new around here, I try to follow the rules. But we need many things for the 2-pack. Okay. I've been like reading and stuff, so I'm like, all right, so we're each allowed 1 bag of liquids basically, and it has to be in a clear quart-size bag. So I did get TSA approved toiletry bags. And then I did get like an extra one for like my makeup and stuff, because I'm like, well, let's just put everything in there and keep it separated and all that good stuff. So I have to pack up my things, but again, everything's travel sizes, so I can just put it all in there and be ready to go. My clothes also, because even though it's like 70 degrees here, I don't have like I'm not really needing a lot of my summer things yet. So I could pack those, but I have to pack my kids' stuff too, because they're staying at my mom's. So I have like a laundry basket sitting on my dining room table at the moment that I'm sort of kind of procrastinating about doing. But I have that to also fold and put in a suitcase for them. So I don't want to forget what they need, although they'll be here with my parents, so I don't have to worry about if I forget something. My parents can either get it for them or they can come back home and get it. But I feel like it's a lot. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. I will say I'm very proud of myself. I don't normally toot my own horn or say that I'm proud of myself, probably not as often as I should, but I'm super proud of myself because normally I am a hot mess when it comes to traveling. I don't know, last summer I was a hot mess. I was like feeling very overwhelmed. I had so many things to pack up and remember to do because we were staying in the Poconos, and it was like a vacation home, like I almost said a Venmo, like I don't even know. I can't think of the word. Goodness. It was one of those like vacation rentals where you stay in someone's house basically. And we needed everything because there was nothing. So like we needed paper towels and toilet paper and who was in charge of this or that. So like I was all over the place, and normally I get super anxious traveling. I'm afraid I'm going to forget something. I get overwhelmed very easily. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it happens, and that's okay. But I've been very proud of myself. We like packed up to go to PA the night before, and I was like, boom, done. And I was like so proud of myself. I'm like, look at that. And granted, today's Wednesday. We leave on Friday. So we're a little, ooh, do I want to use these? So we're a little out. We're still not far out, but we're getting there. And I'm still pretty calm and pretty collect and just kind of checking the things off the list, and I'm proud of myself. All right. I want to see what I want to do here. I've got these guys. What did I do? Let's see. Okay. How do I want to do this? We could probably make these fit. and then just trim off. Maybe we'll do that. And just trim off the side. Let's see. See how I like it. Because again, this is for a planner kit, so it's a little bit bigger, but there's nothing that a little sticker surgery can't solve. I think I like that. Let's do it. Do we want to alternate them? Ooh, that might be pretty. You hear the birds? I feel like I live in a bird sanctuary. Oh, I can't do that. It has to be this one or this one. Yeah, because it's just a little bit. So this way I have more to cut. Ooh, this is good, guys. We're going to do a little alternating here. And I love how it has like cameras. So cute. I do really like, I think it's for May is the next month. The subscription with the cows. My one of my patrons had posted it. Actually, a few of them did. Shout out to you guys. Those are so cute. Oh my gosh, we are so bad. Okay, so here's the thing. If you guys are looking for a group of people that are they're gonna tell you not to buy the thing, we're not the group of people. We are the biggest enablers. We love it. We love each other. It's so great. But yeah, they posted pictures of the kits, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I think, I don't know, I would like to get that subscription because I want the cows with the cameras and the photos. I think it'd be so cute to memory plan or memory keep with that kit for my trip. So I think I will be getting that. I'm excited. I love their kits. Their subscriptions are so good. So many stickers in them. I love them. All right, so we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This looks so good. All right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday comes next. Got to say it out loud. It was funny. When we were in Pennsylvania, Spencer's my little artiste. And she was drawing and she drew something and then she wrote A, B, C, D, E, F. And I was like, oh, is that like, and I started singing the song A, B, C, D, E, F. And then I was like, G, and I was like, I love you, and whatever. And I was like, oh, I sang that. Or what I say? I was like, oh, or however it goes. And she goes, Mom, you don't know your alphabet. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And she goes, you forgot the H. And I'm like, oh, right. So, I figure if I say my days of the week out loud, it'll help me know my days of the week. It's like, listen, kiddo, when you get to be this age. But yeah, we had a really great time. They did a like little surprise party for the kids because we're not normally there this close to their birthdays. So Spencer's May 7th and then Weston is on Saturday, like I said. So they threw him a little surprise party and they were setting up. So we did like our Easter egg hunt. And we're outside, we found all the Easter eggs. And one of the Easter eggs we had found, we put them in like those plastic eggs. We had just literally, they were only out there for like an hour, maybe. And one of the ones we found like had a like hole chewed into the side of it. And all the stuff like the jelly beans or whatever happened to be in that egg was gone. So a squirrel obviously got a hold of it, which was kind of funny. But everybody kind of went in and they were like, don't let the kids come in yet. We're like, all right. So Joe and I stayed outside. And mind you, it was beautiful and it was sunny, but it was cold. Like we went from like nice, like kind of humid almost weather to cold. So Joe and I are outside. The kids are like, can we go in? And I'm trying to tell them that, oh, I like this. I think I'm gonna, let's see, hold on. Just do it like that. I think I like that. And it's okay if it goes into Friday a little bit. So I told Weston, because he's like, why can't we go back in? And I'm like, oh, I was like, we can't, we're not allowed. And he was like, why? I'm like, oh, we have to go home. I was teasing him, obviously. But I told him, I'm like, Grammy doesn't want the squirrels to get sick. So we have to keep looking to make sure that we found all of the eggs. So I had my kids looking around for eggs that were not there anymore. We knew that they got them all. Oh, I don't want to take the camera off. I was going to put these down, but I don't want to hide the camera. If I put one here, is that, what do you guys think? Oh gosh, this is a time again where I wish we could plan together, but we can't. We will, though, on Sunday. Do I like that? Hold on, let's get another one. Maybe I could tell that way. So, yeah, so he was like, he came reporting back and he was like, all right, no squirrels are going to get sick. I found them all. It was cute. Cute. We went inside. They were very surprised, all that good stuff. And it just, you know, it's just nice spending time with family. We had a really good time. Also very tiring spending time with family. But definitely worth it, I will say. Oh, I like this. This looks cute. I think that looks all right. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. I think it looks okay. Sometimes, like, I feel like things can look weird if they're too close together. But I think this looks great. It works. But yeah, so we went to Easter Mass, which I always like going to Easter Mass there. I like the church that my mother-in-law goes to. It's a nice church. It's a Catholic church. And very different than the churches around here, I will say. So I was raised Catholic, born into the Catholic Church and all that good stuff. Not a huge fan of some of the things that they teach, but I think I'm just not a fan of the institution of it all. But anyways, we went, and my kids are baptized. My in-laws are very much into the church. They baptize the kids and all that stuff, which was nice. But we went to church on Sunday. My kids don't go to church very often, which is fine. But they were doing like the incense. And Spencer was like, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's incense. Like, we're whispering. We're in church, right? So I'm like, it's incense. All of a sudden she goes, I don't want that on me. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't want that on you? I was like, what? She's like, insects? And I'm like, no, baby, not incense, not insects, incense. It was just super cute. The way she was like, oh, she was just like completely offended. Like, how dare they try to put insects on me? It's very funny. But all in all, the kids had a good time. My great niece is getting so big, and she's so beautiful and so cute, and she loves Spencer. She was all about her, and it was just good. It was a good time. So I'm glad we had that time together. And I'm going to put these little, let's see, we've got, and now we're back. We've been back. Joe took yesterday off, so that was nice. So today is technically my first day without the kids or Joe. And it's like, I have like mixed feelings of that. Like, I was kind of wanting the time to myself, but now that I've been home today, I'm kind of like, oh, I'm kind of feeling bored, and I'm kind of pacing the floor. So, all right, we're going to use this guy. It says, time to plan. And the workshop is from 12 to 2 o'clock. So it'll be an hour and a half workshop. And then we're going to end it with a Q&A with me and Pekka from Hubman and Chubgirl. So Hubgirl herself. I'm so excited. I'm excited to meet her in real life. And all my planner friends and all that good stuff. It's just so surreal. It's like I said to Joe, I'm like, it's crazy because so when we went to Yoseka Stationery Fest, I knew some people. A few people came up and said hello. I met up with somebody also, and it was like really cool to see everybody and all that good stuff. But this time, there is a lot of people that are going that I know. And I was like, so Joe, I might lose you. He's like, it's fine, I'm used to it. We go to like a kid's function, and he's like, you just talk to everybody. I'm like, I can't help it. It's not my fault. Everybody talks to me, which is fine. It's great. Like all my teacher friends and everything. He's like, you don't even need me there. And I'm like, sure I do. I need somebody to help me watch the kids. I need some eyes on children. All right, how do I want to, I think I want to put this, kind of want to do it Monday, Tuesday, since I feel like we could be a little more creative on Monday and Tuesday, since, oh, I cut that a little too close. I'm like cutting this off camera. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back planning, sort of. We'll just put some things down. But I think I like this here like that. I want to trim this down a bit. I think I put it together the right way. Seems like they can go together anyway. Usually I will put this. All right, it's going there. I like to do it in the middle, but I think I want to leave this free because I have a lot to remember for Thursday. Going back to the whole, if it was just me, I would be done and ready and on my way. But we got kids. So I got to make sure they have all of what they need. So we're going to put that there. And then let's do, we've got a tracker over here. Oh, these are so cool. I could have used these, dang. Oh, well. Let's use them. Can we use them over here? Thinking. Do we want to add some green? I think we do. And maybe we can put, it won't be like exact, but I think it'll work. Okay, we got that. And then I think I want to add in a little bit more to fill it in. Bring it to the bottom. I love these cameras. They're so cute. I really enjoy things like, check boxes or checklists that have something other than like a bullet or a dot. So these are pretty cool. I like the cameras. Okay, that works. And it's not exact. Like, well, we do have a line here and a line here. It does sort of kind of line up, but that's all right. I don't mind. So this way, if I need to take up 2 spots to write like 2 sentences, that works fine. All right. What bills do I need to absolutely remember? I want to make sure I put something here on my, how did I do it? I think I clipped. So the ones that have writing on them, it's easier when it's just like a plain box, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it with something like this, with like words and a little design on it. So I'm going to cut it where I feel like it's the easiest to link it back up again. And it's only like a little hair that I need to do this. I do like my boxes for the most part to fit inside of the columns. And then you can just hook this right back in, just line it up. If it's not exact, I mean, I don't need mine to be exact. I've been pushing against the whole perfect thing for a while now, so. But I do have a bill that's due, our insurance is due on Monday. I might be half asleep. I need to remember just in case. And I want to put in happy moments, but how do I want to do it? I think I want, so I already have one that says thankful for. And I think I just want to grab another solid, but what color do I want to do? Do I want to do a green one? Do we do 2 green? I think we're going to do 2 green. No, we're going to do 1 green and one of this, like, I don't know, it's like a sand color. It's really pretty. All right. Because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of things to be thankful for this weekend. And I kind of want to, what if I did it like that? And I don't mind if it's too big. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, I'm working this out. Kind of like that. There's like a little space here, but I don't think I mind. But I kind of like how that fits like that. So we're going to do that. I think it's good. We could do something like a little flower to kind of tie it in a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll just do that. I think that's good. Let's leave it alone. All right. And then we need a box for Weston's birthday. Let's see. I don't know what that is. I can't really see it. Is it a package? Seems like it. I could be wrong. If you guys watched the one I did where I was like, oh, look, it's food. And it wasn't food. It was laundry. But I'm pretty certain this is like a package. And that works for a birthday. So Weston was born at 7:08 p.m. But I'm not going to put this in at 7:08. I guess I could. Put it down here maybe? Let's do it. Let's put it in at his birth time. So funny, when Weston was born, I had met this woman that worked at the maternity store, like the clothing store. And she was also pregnant. And her due date, my due date was, they had said it was the 28th. And I said, no, it's the 26th. I just knew that from my own calculations. But she was also pregnant. And she was due, I think, on like the 21st or something crazy like that. And when I was having Weston, the labor and delivery area was closed for some weird smell. So we were all like giving birth in in a room, and they're like, "Oh, honey, we can deliver a baby anywhere, even in the hallway. You just can't get an epidural." And I was like, "Oh, heck no! You need to be transferring me to another hospital." But it worked out. They got us in a room. I got my epidural like very last minute, but my doctor was on call, which was kind of cool and kind of lucky. But I heard her, I was in the middle of labor, and I heard her say that the baby was born in the room next door and what the baby's name was. And it was a very different name. And I remember my friend at the time was saying that she was going to name her daughter. Like, they didn't know if it was a girl or a boy. So they were going to, it was a surprise. And she was going to name her daughter this name. And it was a very different name. And the chances, like, really, what are the chances? So my doctor had said something to the nurse, and I happened to hear her. And I blurted out in the middle of, like, my labor and contractions and all that stuff. And I was like, it's her mom's name, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, and then I caught myself, and I was like, never mind, don't answer that, sorry. And they didn't, and it was just so funny. So her daughter was born on the same day as Weston, just 2 hours earlier. I haven't actually seen or talked to her in forever, so I hope she's doing well. But her daughter will be turning 13 that day also, which is so fun. All right, I want to add in some, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like working on this side of the page, I think, because this has already happened. But I want to add in, I love these little raccoons, and I kind of want to add some in, like, but I don't know how. Like, I can cut them off of this. I really like this one. I don't know, guys. Let's see. We could cut them off of the to-do list too, but I feel like those are too small. Ooh, these are good ones. Maybe. Oh, maybe we can. This will be cute. Let's do one of these for our trip. I'm going to cut this so you could do it with any size box. And I just trim like enough where I feel comfortable putting it back together. If that makes sense. You can make it a lot thinner. You can make the line be, I try to make mine be offset so it's not directly in the middle if I have the ability. Because there is a little, you can't see it on camera. If I bring it up, you might be able to see it. There's a little line there, but honestly, I don't even notice it once I write on it. So that'll be for my trip. And I kind of want to cut these out. Or maybe like these. I was thinking about doing something over here. Maybe we'll wait on that. All right. So yesterday we did have something. Weston had 3D printing. I did take the kids to school yesterday, and they ended up going in a little late. Which is okay. We just needed that little extra, in the morning. We had a nice little family breakfast. Spencer was not happy that we were going to school, but I told her, I said, you know, you already missed a day. We shouldn't like fall behind too much. And she was out for a while too when she had the flu. So I was like, I don't want you to miss too much more. So, oops. And then Weston has karate on Thursday. So I did send them into school later yesterday. Weston had a great day. He passed out his invitations for his birthday party. He was really excited about that. It just makes my heart so happy. And then Spencer passed out her invitations also. It was just all in all, it was a nice day. Joe and I decided to go for lunch. I don't want to do that like right next to each other. I'm going to do it like that. We went for lunch. We ended up going to, oh, I did it backwards. Oops. We went to Haruki for lunch because we're kind of like just pacing the house. And it was so funny because like he's just recently got onto Instagram, and this is pulling up my paper. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to do this. Maybe we don't even notice it. That's fine. I'm going to be okay with it because I'm okay with it. I just wasn't paying attention. I put it on backwards. But yeah, we decided to go for lunch yesterday because he's new to Instagram. He's been like scrolling on Instagram. I'm like, listen, this is the biggest time eater there is. Trust me, I know. So we decided to get up and shake our tushes, and we went for lunch. We ended up going to Haruki, which is a local sushi place that I love. Oh, can I just decorate these? Time to plan. I just really want to. I can put it here. I think I'm gonna put it up here. I do like to mark in when I wake up in the morning, but I don't think I need to do that when I'm away. Anyway, so we ended up going to Haruki, which is, like I said, a local sushi place that I love. We both love that place. My mom and dad had gotten us a gift certificate for Christmas, and I don't know when it was. The last time Joe and I went out, my mom was like, oh, did you use your, I think I'm going to do this because I want to write down the weather and what time I wake up. So we're going to do that. So yeah, she was asking if we used our gift certificate, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about our gift certificate. So yesterday, I had said to him, I'm like, hey, let's go to Haruki. And we did, and we had a good time. It was nice. I do want to, I'm gonna put some pen to paper. Let's see what we've got going on here. Get my pen out. And yeah, it was nice. We had like a little day date yesterday, which we both enjoyed. All right, let's see. I want my weather icons. And let's do, I kind of like this. Planning time. Because that's what we're going to be doing. So excited. Okay. And I'm going to put this in here. It's kind of funny. Do you really need that? My answer is yes. Because I basically saved up for like anything that I might want to get while at Little Craft Fest. So, but I don't have like a budget necessarily. I just saved up a bunch of money, and I'm like, all right, whatever it is, YOLO. Hi, Bo. So the question is, do I really need that? Oh, Bo, no. And do I really need that? And my answer is going to be yes, I do. So we're going to put that in here because this is the day that we're going to be at the fest. And I like that. And I'm hoping to use my breakfast or lunch or dinner date and maybe hang out with some people and all that good stuff. So I want to take those with me. Monday, yesterday and today it was sunny. And Monday, we're going to go with rain, even though we drove into better weather. As we were driving out of Pennsylvania, it was raining and it was storming really bad all the way through to maybe Buffalo. Or as we started getting to Buffalo, it was getting a little bit better and cleared up. And then yesterday was beautiful and sunny. And today is beautiful and sunny. Really excited. I love this warm spring weather. It's like my favorites. All right. I like how this looks, guys. I feel like Tuesday I could put a little graphic down. Let's do that because what did I do yesterday? We went for lunch. We can mark that in there. Ooh, lunch date. Ha! Guys. I love when I can use stickers. Let's see. let's do, I like this one. So let's do this one. Okay. And then I'm going to put a box over it for my lunch date. Ah, keeps sticking to my fingers. All right, so let's do this here. And then we'll put in, what size box? I think I want a plain one. And I want to do green because I feel like I'm trying to bring in more green. So let's use the green. Trim off the side. So it was nice having a little day date yesterday with Joe. He took yesterday off to kind of like recoup. It's so funny because he took yesterday off and then he's at work today and then tomorrow, and then we're off to Texas. And he'll be off Monday. It's Friday and Monday. Just to have a little recoup time. My kids will be at my parents' house. They're going to take them to school and pick them up and do all that good stuff. So, lunch date. Yeah. All right, cool. I like that. And what else? I think that's it, really. I want to do a to-do list here, I think. I'm not going to use this, though. So let's do... I want to use that. No, I want to keep it the same. Let's use another one of these to-do lists, and we'll just pop this in. I'm going to do it here. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can get some pen to paper. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about a pen. I know a lot of planners that use them, and I decided to get some. They are the Sarasa Mark-On. I got mine at a 0.5. I'm sort of kind of obsessed with it. I still love my fountain pen, but this is good, guys. I like it a lot. Do I have, let's see. I don't know. I don't think I do. I did do some planning time last night, so I want to keep this out. And I want to bring in some of my, we need some of these. All right, and then we can do some pen to paper. I sat and I did some planner stuff yesterday, last night, did some journaling, and I caught up a little bit in my, my 5-year planner. So let's mark that in. Put in a little planning time. I also need, I think I need to have, I don't know if my garbage people will be back in time. My parents are my mom's gonna take me and Joe to the airport on Friday, and then they're gonna pick up the kids from school. But I'm wondering if, I should just ask my neighbor to pull in my trash at the end of the day. I need a little shopping cart because I'm going to go out with my mom tomorrow. She needs a few things for like the kids because they're staying over. And I just need like milk and bread. So I have like the basics when I come home. Oh, Spencer has dance on Saturday. I have to remind my parents. Spencer has dance on Saturday. They didn't have any because of the vacation. But I don't know. I don't want her to miss another one if it's possible. Okay. And trash. Can I'm going to put this little love one. These are like the Valentine's Day gnomes. I'm obsessed with gnomes. But I like this little love sticker for Weston's birthday. So we're going to pop that in there. I really like how I'm just like, weeks like this are fun because I can be more decorative. I don't necessarily need it so much for like functional stuff. Some things, and I like how, you know, you can have some functionality in here, but I feel like it can be a little bit more decorative than I normally am. All right, so we've got music notes. We're going to put that over here for cello for Spencer today. That we almost forgot. And I'm not going to do cleaning, but I do have, yes, I have clothes to fold. Pretty much just fold and pop them into a suitcase. It's all the kids' stuff from when we went away. But I do want to put this over here for today's thing. And And I did pick up my medicines and things like that. So I want to make sure I put, I love this. I put that on the list so I can cross it off, because I don't know about you, but I put stuff on my list and then I cross it off, or just to cross it off. Say, look, I did it. So let's do this little guy over here for the trash. I'm going to put a no school sticker for Monday. I like to track when the kids were at school and when they weren't. So this way, sometimes when we get their report card, even if I did bring in a doctor's note, sometimes they still put it down as unexcused. So I need to make sure, and I do that by tracking it in my planner. Okay. I want to put dance. I'm just going to put it down here. It's not the actual time, but I'm going to put it down there so I don't forget. All right. Looking good. Now we can put some pen to paper. It's not too much, but we're going to use the Sarasa Mark-On. Love this pen. I just like the way it feels too, and it writes wonderfully. All right. So today was cello. Almost forgot it, but we were good. I got up at 6 a.m. and then I did my normal routine this morning. Coffee, journal. Such an exciting life. Breakfast. Get ready. And then we did drop off. Okay. And then I did a bunch of things. So from like 10 to 12, I went to UPS, Ulta, CVS. I got my meds. And then we're filming right now. Okay. And just doing fun stuff. Let's do my Tombow Fudo Nosuke. There we go. Guys, it only took me like 3 years, but here we are. This is 2-pack. And then I'm just going to put road trip. Home. Okay. We didn't really do anything else. We stopped by my parents' house because they had pie. They bribed me with pie. My aunt makes like a rice pie and ricotta pie for Easter. They're like Italian pies, I guess. They are amazing. And my parents were like, did you want to stop by on your way home since you're kind of getting in sort of early? And I'm like, no. And they're like, we have pie for you. So they lured us in with pie. 13th birthday. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel so torn, like weird about not being here for his birthday. But we still, like I said, we did like our like little surprise party with my in-laws. My parents are going to take him out for the day, so it'll be good. Bill due. I've got insurance. And, oops, there's an M at the end of that. And then I have heat and electric. I'm like, didn't I already pay them for this month? But I guess it's the way the days fell. I'm like, all right, fine. I guess I'll pay you again. Different bill. All right, and then we have karate. Chess club is today. And then yesterday was 3D printing. Okay. I think I'm going to put up my wake up time. Wake up was at 6:30. And then yesterday I woke up at 7. I'm not going to lie. I slept. I was so excited. I was like, oh, look at that. And then I did my normal routine yesterday morning. We did coffee. I did journaling. It was so nice just to be home and sit at my desk. I love visiting. But we have a 1-level house and they have a 2-level house. So walking up and down the stairs, my calves were hurting a lot. And also it's just a friendly reminder of how out of shape I am. But the bed too is just so not comfy. Joe and I have a Tempur-Pedic, so we're not used to, like, when somebody moves, like, I was fearing that I was going to fall off the bed. So being home, being at my cozy desk, sleeping in my cozy bed was definitely nice. My shower was amazing. And then we did a family breakfast. And then I'm just going to make a little note because I wrote that too big. I forgot. But I want to just put a little note. Kids late. They went in at 10:30. Not too shabby. Laundry needs to be done today. Laundry folds. That's all I have left to do with that. And to pack. For the kids, I need to sit down and see what I need to still do. But for my to-dos, I have to go to the bank. I have to go to the market. And I am going to print my boarding passes. I don't think I need to because I think it's already, this is how old I am. Not really, but I don't know. I'm like, it's been 14 years since I've flown. And when I flew, the technology and the apps and stuff were certainly not like what they are now. So I'm like, well, and also I think I want to print it anyway. So I have it for like ephemera and I can put it in my memory stuff. So I want to print that out. Oh, and there was one other thing. I need to call a hotel because we're gonna have a late check-in, so I want to make sure I call them on Thursday. I guess I would call them. I swear I used to travel all the time. I knew how to do these things, and now I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I want to put it here. Call hotel late check-in. Okay, that works. Ooh, I like it, guys. I'm really excited. I think this came out good. And this is going to fill up a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Friday. Maybe we'll like write something like, you know, I can do my regular morning routine and then my flight. We can do that. Or maybe I'll just plan or do something while I'm on my flight. I don't know. I'm like, should I pack this in my carry-on? Like, I might put it in my suitcase. It's a little heavy, which is fine. But I don't know if I want to carry it like on my shoulder or if I just want to wheel it in my bag. That might be better. All right, guys. I think I'm done. I do have one other. Do I want to fill that up? I feel like why leave one sticker? Might as well use it. I don't want to do it here because I want to do something fun for the plane ride. Mark my first plane ride in 14 years. This is kind of like what happened when I was 23, so 20 years ago. I hadn't flown since I was like 11. When I had gone, the last time I had gone to, like on a trip with my parents, and I thought that was bad. I'm like, look at me over here. I haven't traveled in like, what was it, 12 years or something. And now it's been like around the same amount of time. And I was very nervous that one time because I didn't remember it either. I was still young. I was still only 11 the last time I had flown. So I was still very nervous. I'm still nervous, but I at least I remember, like, I know what to expect kind of thing. But I don't know where I was going with that. Guys, seriously, I've been doing so good this whole time. I remembered everything I was saying. Oh, I think it was just not traveling. Once I get in the groove of it, that's what it is. I think that's what I was going to say. Once I get in the groove of it and I remember, like, you know, okay, I have to take my socks, like my shoes off, and I have to do this, and I have to put this over here. I'll be fine. I think that's what I was saying. I don't know. I'm going to write in here, pick up pie. We did that. It was yummy. We had it. And then I actually picked up another half of a pie. The rice pie. Rice pie pickup. Okay. All right. That is going to do it for me, guys. I know that this was an extra long plan with me. I think we're at like almost an hour. Oh, yeah. We are almost at an hour. Sorry about that. I felt like we had a lot of catching up to do. I will say, though, doing this has calmed me down and brought me back down to like baseline. So I was getting very anxious and feeling very overwhelmed of all the things, but this is helpful. And now I can sit down with my to lists and I can really write down what needs to get done and all that good stuff. I do want to write in here though. Let's see. IG reel. I want to film and edit, and hopefully it'll go up tonight. So this way I can give you guys some of my suggestions for kits for Tombow markers and colors. So this way you don't feel like you have to pack everything. So yeah, okay. Anyways, if you're interested in subscribing to the channel, go ahead and do that now so you don't forget. We'd love to have you here. If you, don't forget, I can't even words, guys, words are really hard. Hit the bell notification so you're notified anytime we come up with something new. There we go. And we're going to have a lot coming up. We're going to have a vlog for my trip to Little Craft Fest and all that good stuff. So definitely hit that notification so you're notified whenever we come out with new videos. And if you like this video or any other video we put up on the channel, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And I thank you for all your support. You're amazing, and I appreciate you so very much. And if you have made it this far into this video, thank you for taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me, because I know we are all busy. So taking this time to hang out with me and chat and plan, it means the world to me. So thank you, thank you. And until I see you again, have a beautiful week and keep planning. Bye.